everyone, it's Jenny at jccards.com. Today I've got a card showing you how you can layer glitter embossing pastes on top of each other for a different look. I don't know about you, but I love to hoard glitter pastes. I buy all of the ones that are available, and I love this technique for being able to use more from your stash. I'm starting out with this stencil. It's the Classy Stripes stencil by Altenew, and I've taken a panel of 110 pounds cardstock Neenah Solar White. I'm using 110 pounds because it's sturdy, and as we're layering embossing pastes, we're adding quite a lot of media, and it helps to have a thicker cardstock for the base. For my first layer, I'm using Brutus Monroe's glitter glaze in Unicorn Horn. This is the first time I'm using the glitter glazes, and I will say that it is much lighter and almost fluffier than other glitter pastes I've used. It goes on really smoothly, and it gives a great look when it's dried. While the container isn't as big as some other glitter pastes as well, I did find that quite a little goes a long way. And it could have been a trick of my eyes, but it does seem like the paste in which the glitter sits is actually somewhat toned. So for the unicorn horn, it's silvery, sparkly glitter in an almost pale grey paste. And this is what it looks like when it's dry. You get great dimension and tons of sparkle. So once your first layer is fully dry, we're going to go in with another stencil. I'm using Altenew's Leaf Burst stencil, and I'm going to line it up directly over the top of the panel, making sure that the center of the stencil lines up with the center of the Classy Stripes underneath. And this time I'm going to be using BoBunny glitter paste. This is WASABI. BoBunny glitter paste, I love it. It comes in loads and loads of colours. It's much grittier in texture. You do need to use quite a lot of it when you're adding it onto a stencil like this. But the sparkle is, it's amazing. And I love peeling it back. Glitter paste is probably one of my favourite medias to use on cards because the effect once it's dry is just stunning. So I'm going to peel back the stencil, and as you can see, you get two separate distinct layers. So you've got the Classy Stripes on the bottom in the unicorn horn and the WASABI Leaf Burst on the top. And I think it creates a really cool kind of pattern on pattern look, and you could use any of the stencils in your stash and any of the paste to do something like this. Again, because we're using a lot of media and that panel is pretty heavy, I've used lots of double-sided strong adhesive. I'm using Be Creative tape to adhere the panel down onto a Neenah Solar White card base. For my sentiment, I've die cut the Miss You die from Altenew out of Neenah Solar White, and I've popped it out, and I'm then going to layer this onto fun foam. I've got some red fun foam. It comes in a multi-pack, I think it's by Darice, of tons of different colours, and it usually just sits around, and I sometimes use it for card bases. And I thought for a pop of colour, I die cut the Miss You die again from the red. It's actually got adhesive on the back of the fun foam as well, which makes it really easy once you remove the backing paper to just directly adhere it down onto the glitter paste. The adhesive on this fun foam is really strong and adheres to the glitter paste directly with no problems, but you might find that's not always the case with some types of foam tape or foam squares, and in those cases, if you're adhering directly down onto glitter paste, you may want to add a dab of strong liquid adhesive to your foam just to make sure that it doesn't come off. Here I'm using art glitter glue, which dries clear, and I'm going to adhere the white die cut directly over the top of the red fun foam. And I'm going to offset it slightly to give a red shadow for a pop of colour. And I nearly forgot the dot on the eye, you can't forget that. It did take me about 2 minutes to pick that thing up, which I've cut most of it out of the video. Very important to make sure you get your eye dot. So I'm using this stamp set by Altenew called Dearest Friend. It's got some amazing little sentiments that are great for sentiment strips. I've trimmed a very thin strip of cardstock. This is Schoolhouse Red by Simon Says Stamp. And I'm stamping the sentiment after using my powder tool to treat the cardstock with Versamark ink, and I'm going to heat emboss it in white just to tie in with the background panel on the card. And once I've heated it, I'm going to snip off the ends, add a foam strip. The thin foam strips by Darice are amazing for little sentiment strips like this, and adhere it directly to the card. I did also add some liquid adhesive, as I mentioned earlier. And that completes the card. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please think about subscribing or trying out some of these other videos. All the supplies I used are listed in the description below or over on my blog. Thanks for watching, have an awesome day. Bye!